Hello, welcome back to the Ask Dr. Be Good podcast, where we try to bring you the positive things going on in public education every week. Originally, I wasn't supposed to be here today. So when it hit me last week that I wasn't going to be in town on Tuesday, I thought, what can I do instead? With the marvels of technology, what can I do instead? So I thought, you know what, I'll focus on the seniors. We are 2 weeks out of, actually 1.5 weeks now, out of going to be out of school. Our seniors graduate June 1st. They just had senior week last week, and it's all about the seniors right now, right? So I thought, let's use technology to highlight some of our seniors, and I say some because we have almost 60 of them, and so it'd be hard to get 60 in studio or to have you watch 60 pieces of film. But what we did was to ask seniors to make a video of themselves. So we're bringing you pieces of film from that request, and but before we get too much further, I did want to make sure that I saluted the Valedictorian and Salutatorian of each of the campuses. For Plano, the Val is Allyson Spiel, and you'll be hearing from her. The Plano Salutatorian is Elijah Eickholt, and then the Mesquite Val is Kayla Brown Champion, and the Mesquite Sal is Lane Sipe. So I did want to make sure that I said congratulations to those four. They are longtime legacy scholars. They have worked hard for this honor. They will be telling you a little bit about their future plans. And again, we're just very, very proud of them. So let's go ahead and let's start rolling the first video clip. And
hello, my name is Marisol.
And my name is Carla Ramos.
And I'm a senior at Legacy Preparatory Charter Academy.
I'm also a senior at Legacy Preparatory Charter Academy. We are both from the Mesquite campus.
And we're soon to graduate. Our senior year has been great. And I'm excitedly ready to graduate. So far, a best project that I've had was preparing myself for my adult life outside of school. With the help of my teachers, I've had many open doors to choose from. After graduation, other than enjoying my summer, I plan to go to Texas A&M Commerce to study for dentistry. In 5 years, I see myself working at a dentistry full-time and continuing school.
One of the highlights from this year would have to be Senior Week and the Washington, D.C. trip. They have both been very memorable. And I have been taking college classes with Legacy Preparatory since probably sophomore year. I plan on going to TWU to get my bachelor's in business administration and a minor in financing. In 5 years, I see myself starting to look for information on opening a small business. I really want to concentrate in the whole cafe area and see where that goes.
Now, one of the things that I failed to mention was that these ladies were filming from Washington, D.C. We have two groups out there right now. Matter of fact, they come back Thursday. And that is the middle school group led by Miss Heidi San Miguel, and then the high school group led by Mr. Pryor. And they are out there to not only learn more about, of course, our capital, but to take part in meeting and discussing politics and other current events with students from other parts of the country doing the same thing. So this should be a very, very enlightening trip, and we'll have some of them on a podcast before school is out. Now let's hear from Lane Sipe. He is also in Washington, D.C., and he is the salutatorian for Mesquite.
My name is Lane. I currently attend the Mesquite campus, and I'm currently recording this video from my hotel room at the close-up trip to Washington, D.C. And besides Washington, a very good highlight of this year was Senior Week. I feel like Senior Week did a lot to help boost senior morale around the school, and just was overall really fun and something that we usually don't get to do at high school. I also got enough credit hours to get my associate's degree this semester, and I should officially be getting that diploma in July in the mail. And after school, in August, I'm going to move into Texas A&M University in College Station to pursue animal science. Animal science has always been something that I've been very passionate about, and so I figured Texas A&M would be the best school for that. And in about 5 years, I see myself at least getting 2 years into vet school by that time.
You can see how proud we are of our seniors. Here we have a young man who's been with us quite a few years, who is made it into Texas A&M Texas A&M College Station, the big one, and pursuing a dream of his that he's had most of his life, I'm sure. So this is the quality type of scholar that we're graduating, and we certainly want to thank our staff, our teachers, our campus leadership for making sure that our young people stay focused and productive and ready to go on and fulfill their dreams. Now we're going to move to the Plano campus, and it's a little bit different type of interview system. I interviewed them last Thursday when it first hit me that I thought I wasn't going to be here in town, and so the interview style is a little bit different. After I interviewed the seniors from Plano, I asked Miss Rhonda Burns, who is the journalism / photographer teacher for Mesquite, if she would make sure that some of the seniors and their accomplishments got videotaped. So that's what you're seeing and have seen are the Mesquite students who have been asked to interview on their own without me. And I'm always reminded of how much kids can do without adult guidance. But anyway, this is one with me in it, and I sort of wish I had let them do it on their own. But again, the senior idea was new at the time last week, and it is what it is. I always try to work at making kids do more of the work. But anyway, let's roll film. We are here with 4 of Plano seniors, and I'm going to ask you to say your name, and then we'll just have a conversation. All right, go ahead and start.
I'm Elijah Eickholt.
Okay.
I'm Nicholas Augustin.
I'm Allyson Spiel.
I'm Eara Sturdivant.
All right, tell me a little bit about maybe some highlights this year, because some of you have done some interesting things. Well, actually, all 4 of you have. Go ahead, Elijah.
I would say my highlight of the year would be my capstone project, where I spent the whole year making a short film.
Mm-hmm.
My highlight would probably be meeting Ted Cruz.
And you were with the governor too, weren't you?
Yeah, he came to the school.
And then you guys met Van Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And Leach. Did you meet Leach at the end of last year?
I don't remember.
Okay.
My highlight of this year would probably be my capstone project. I worked a lot with the elementary scholars, and I got to get to know some of them, and it really helped them with their preparing for their STAR. So that was exciting. I liked doing that.
Good. I'm sure that gave them an extra few points.
Yes, hopefully.
No?
Yes.
I'm going to say it did.
My highlight was planning stuff for the school, like fundraiser. We did a lock-in, so that.
You're also student council president.
Yeah. I'm student council president.
And I remember you didn't really want to run. We had to talk you into running, and then you ended up winning.
Yeah.
All right, and so you are the campus,
Valedictorian. Yes,
Okay.
I am. Yes.
and how many hours of dual credit did you earn?
I've been doing dual credit since I was in 10th grade, so I have 34 college credit hours. So that was really great.
Congratulations. Anybody else have dual credit?
Not here, no.
Okay, not of this group. Elijah, I know you've got an interesting future ahead of you. What are you going to be up to when you graduate?
Well, I'm going to be going to a trade school called the CEF Dallas, and that's going to get my journeyman license for electrician, and I'll be doing for the next 4 years.
And then after that, what happens?
After that, there's a good possibility I'll try to be in the film industry as a gaff or a grip.
Mm-hmm.
So.
With the documentation
Yeah.
experience that you've been having, fantastic. Nick?
I'm probably gonna go to Colony Community College
Mm-hmm.
for just like the basic core
Mhm.
classes.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna go to a university for like to learn education and hopefully become a math teacher.
Can you come back here, please? We love our math teachers.
Next year, I'll be going to the University of North Texas, and I will be majoring in early childhood education.
Not a
'Cause I want to
surprise.
be a teacher too. Yeah, I want to be an elementary school teacher, and that's the plan. So I'm really excited.
Don't
And
forget
after
us.
that, I'll be getting my master's. I haven't decided in what yet, but that's the plan as
Cool.
of right now.
Yes.
I want to join the army, so go into that for 4 years, and then after that, go to college and try to be a police officer.
Gonna let the Army pay for your college? Mhm. Yep. My son-in-law is in the Army, and so he's doing that right now. That's a very good way to go. My dad was a Marine, my brother was a Marine, and matter of fact, my brother became a Marine as a sophomore in college, and they waited for him to get through law school. 5 years they waited for him, and then they offered him an officer position with 5 year seniority pay. So the military is an excellent way to get ahead. Good for you. Let's talk about some of the things, some of the projects you've worked on this year that sort of stand out. Anyone? This is open question.
Well, obviously our capstone project was probably the big one that we've been working on all
was
year.
definitely the biggest.
Yeah, I was working on just mentoring elementary scholars, getting them prepared for STAR and stuff. Milky helped me out a lot. Miera helped me out a lot. She would go with me almost every single day. Elijah came a few times, and I just loved getting to work with the teachers and the students and all that. Yeah, that was the big project that I was excited
Okay,
about.
anybody else?
I think same here, but I'm gonna jump out to her answer, and like when I was helping her, I really liked that. So I think that probably changed my idea of like I want to be a teacher kind of for little kids.
All right. Well, that's why we have these experience opportunities for you guys to help you decide what you might want to be when you grow up. So good for you. Anything else you want to add that stood out this year, stood out during your time with us?
Well, obviously, like all your film experiences.
Yeah.
You're constantly doing that stuff.
Well, that Elijah was our go-to person when we had VIPs coming
Yep.
to do the filming. So we really appreciate that. It's always nice to have the students taking part in what's going on, even when adults come, to involve the students. And so I thank you for letting us tap into you. And one of the funny things was, I remember during one opportunity I went out and I spent good money on a camera and tripod and all that, and then I brought it here and Elijah said, can I just use my stuff? It's better than yours. So that was one of my chuckle moments. But all right, guys, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
So one of the questions I forgot to ask was, any of you get scholarships? So
I did. I got a lot of merit-based scholarships, and so far it's $8,000 as of right now. But we're still looking and stuff, so it's it's
So that
coming
could pay,
in.
that
Yeah.
could pay for a year or two.
Yes, yeah. So that's exciting.
So
yeah.
you already have a year that you've done, and
Yes.
I assume your university's taking most of the
They're
college.
taking all of it, so that's been really
Oh my
great.
gosh,
yeah.
there's your first year done,
Mhm.
and then you're getting scholarships for your next at least year,
Yeah, yeah.
if not plus.
Mhm.
So your parents may end up debt free.
Hopefully, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
When I go to orientation in June, early June, we're gonna talk more with counselors and stuff about scholarships and stuff. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, Elijah, I'm going to ask you this because you've said it before, but let's say it again. Your trade school has a unique program. How are you able to pay for your trade school?
Well, because electrical is a STEM career, and there's such a high demand for electricians, and there's not enough people going into the workforce for electricians than going out, that a lot of the companies that I'm working with companies, they'll be willing to pay for my tuition.
As long as you, I remember you telling me, as long as you worked?
Yeah, because I have to have 4,000 hours of on-the-job experience to be, it's 4 or 8,000 hours, I actually don't know. So
It all blends together when it's in the thousands, right?
yeah.
But the point is, it's free.
40 hours a week, 5 days a week for 4 years. That's what it is.
So as long as you work,
Yeah,
they'll pay your tuition.
exactly.
That's fantastic. And you get a little side money too? I mean,
Well, no, you get your regular paycheck.
okay.
So,
So you get money,
mhm.
it pays for your college, and you
Yeah.
get experience.
Yeah.
Man, that's a win-win. All right, thank you. So here we have young people who have figured out different ways of paying for college. You've got one who is having the trade school pay while working and earning a living and getting certified. You have one going into the military and earning she's going to earn her college hours or credit or whatever the Army calls it, and so she'll take it there. And then you have the opportunity to start taking your dual credit in school like Allyson did, and then if you remember, Lane from Mesquite said he graduated, matter of fact, he graduated May 4th from Eastfield College with an associate. There were two seniors from Mesquite that graduated with associate degrees, and then she's getting scholarships on top of that. So there's a myriad of ways for savvy parents to be able to figure out the college game without going into severe student debt. Matter of fact, let me give parents 2 tips that I shared with my sons and daughter. One was, whatever class you drop or you fail, you have to pay for yourself the second time. And that was a good incentive. They didn't drop or fail many. And then, because when it's their money, they don't want to spend it. So, and then the second thing I said to them from as early as they understood the concept of college was that if you want to go to an out-of-state college, you need to have a scholarship for that. There are too many good state schools in the state of Texas that are reasonably priced. I mean, compared to out-of-state, of course, costs. That there's no reason why we would need or want to have to pay out-of-state tuition costs. So now we've gone from videos from students who are in Washington, D.C. this week, and then we went to Plano, and now we're going back to Mesquite, but the Mesquite teacher, Miss Burns, sort of gave it over to the students and let them interview each other. So that's what we're going to see, a series of students who are interviewing each other about their senior year.
Welcome to Legacy's podcast. My name is Ty. We're here with
Jacoris.
Hello, Jacoris. How you been?
I've been good. How about you?
I've been great. Tell us about your experience at Legacy.
Man, Legacy put me on the map, man. Legacy, I've been here since you say freshman year. Legacy has taught me a lot about new tech. I'm used to writing things down on the paper, but here it's a new tech school. They always helping. They got a good culture, good staff.
This is your senior year. What are you looking at going to school next year?
I got accepted at Eastville for a full ride to play basketball. I'm gonna play my first 2 years there, and whatever team picks me up from there, I'm gonna go and further my education at that school.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I see myself as a father figure for others. I mean, I'm going to school for education, I'm majoring in education, so I can be a coach / teacher. So I want to be a role model and a father figure to others that, you know, need help in life.
Sound nice. What are a couple of your favorite projects at Legacy?
Projects. Projects. I love projects. I like to do projects because they're called projects for a reason. Projects is something, you know, a project, okay, let me see. Projects is something so where you can learn new stuff. Like, say, our Mr. Pryor, our economics teacher, we had a project over budgeting. I never knew anything about budgeting and they helped me a lot. So projects is something, it really just helps you learn new things.
And back to the question about where you see yourself in 5 years. About the father figure, why do you want to be a father figure to other people?
Because some people don't have good role models in their life, and I think I'll be a good role model to the kids.
You think you can change their life around?
Most definitely.
It's nice to meet you, of course.
You too, sir.
That's the end of Legacy Podcast.
I'm out, you know what I'm saying?
Hello, welcome back to Legacy Podcast. This is Jesus.
And my name's Paul Hills.
Okay, we're here to talk about a few questions. Tell us your experience about Legacy.
Well, honestly, being in Legacy for me has been a change of events. The environment here is just different from everywhere else, and it's something you should be experienced. Not for many, but for some.
Okay. What are you planning on going to school?
Honestly, I'm already applying to Richland. I'm already in, and with that also comes me playing basketball over there, and I'm very excited to go into that.
Okay. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, man, that's a hard one, but I do see myself having a job, a family, preparing myself for the future, you know, have something to stay on track.
For the past couple of years, what is your favorite project?
Projects, those. Mr. Pryor had a good project. He sure did. It was from economics. It helped us with budgeting. That was a good project. I like that project.
Tell me a little bit more.
Oh, a little bit more about it? Oh, budgeting. Budgeting itself, yeah, it just helped me out to knowing what I should waste and what I shouldn't waste, what should I keep to myself for savings and for future, you know, preferences people would like to acquire.
That will be all for today's podcast.
I appreciate that.
Hope to see you next time.
Hello, welcome back to Legacy's Podcast. My name is Ty. Today I'm here with
Fatima.
Hello, Fatima. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. Do you mind telling us about your experience at Legacy?
So, my experience at Legacy is like a roller coaster. When I first got here, I hated this place. But later I get to know all these amazing people and these facilitators. I mean, it's been great ever since. I love it now.
I like the change you had. This your senior year?
Yes, sir.
Where do you plan on going to school next year?
UTA.
UTA. Why UTA?
It's closer to home, and they got the major that I want, criminal justice.
That's cool. What part of criminal justice were you looking at?
I'm just doing for my bachelor's criminal justice, but we'll get to the next question, not part of the explanation.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
So, in 5 years, I'll either be in Stanford or Columbia Law School, studying corporate law, because that is the law that I want to do.
That's cool.
Thank you.
What are a couple of your favorite projects, Alex?
So, I have two. So, the first one was recently with Mr. Pryor. Everyone's saying the same thing. So, and the other one was when I first got here, my freshman year. I had just gone from Africa, and I hated science back in Africa. I hated it. It wasn't my favorite topic or subject at all. So, my biology teacher gave us this project over the Christmas break, and I think the project that I did was Clorox. So I poured coffee in a white t-shirt and see whether Clorox or another detergent could take it and remove it. Yeah, that was the first science project I did. It was hard, but I had fun doing it.
That's Cool. So guys, this is the end of Legacy Podcast. Thank you. See you next time.
Hi, welcome back to the Legacy Podcast. This is Jesus Moreno.
I'm Johnny. And I'm Ty.
So today you are here with the 2019 class.
Tell us about your experience at Legacy. Johnny.
Well, my experience at Legacy, I've been here since 6th grade, and I mean it's been pretty nice. Just friendly environment, nice people. Out of the just a nice environment. You know?
How about you, Moreno? Jesus Moreno.
I like the environment. Teachers, they're all pretty nice. They help with not only your learning, but if you're struggling, they help you out. They go out on and beyond.
Above and beyond. Above and beyond, baby.
As for myself, I've been here since the 10th grade. Now I'm in class of 2019. From 10th grade, it was a little awkward because I wasn't used to the small school, but as I got to get to know everybody, like my bros over here, they became very friendly, and I actually like Legacy. So Moreno, what schools were you looking at going to?
Actually, I'm looking to go into Richland College after I graduate. I got accepted there, so that's good.
How about you, Johnny?
Well, I'm currently, I'm already accepted into West Texas A&M, studying pre-vet, so I'm pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie.
As for myself, I wanted to major in forensics, so I was looking at a couple schools in Denton and talking to a couple teachers. They said that it would be better if I go to a community college first to help get more credits for it. And yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Johnny?
Well, 5 years, I'm probably going to be still studying pre-vet over there at West Texas and finishing up my school.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably from there, move on to College Station to finish out vet school.
Sounds good. Reno?
My main goal is to become a computer engineer. So I'll probably be in 5 years, I'll still be in school trying to study for that.
Interesting. 5 years, I see myself with making my family proud and becoming and finishing my school so to become a forensic scientist. And yeah, I hope that I can make everyone proud. So Moreno, do you mind telling me, out of all your years at Legacy, what are a couple of your favorite projects?
A couple of projects that I remember. It's probably in 10th grade, I believe, with Mr. A. We did the mayo project. We made our own mayo. That was pretty fun.
Julie?
My favorite projects, that's a hard question because, you know, we have so many projects here at Legacy, and I think they're all my favorite, to be honest.
From 10th grade, I do remember the mayo project. It was kind of weird and nasty, but I ended up liking it. Another project I liked in 10th grade was remember the project with Mr. Toller? We had to make that movie.
Oh,
the
yeah.
skits.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't have a not so well group, but we ended up turning it in and we had the best one.
Yeah, that was nice.
So thank you guys for watching the Legacy Podcast.
We'll see you next time.
You know, these guys, they make me want to hug them. My little heart was just melting as I was watching all these video clips. They're just, I'll tell you, if you think they're fun over the air like this, they're funner in person. They're just teddy bears. And thank you guys for doing this podcast for me. We're gonna miss you. That is for sure. So thank you to all the seniors, wherever you are in the city or in the country, for having sent your video clips. I know we didn't get to everybody. Maybe we will try to do some more, but for right now, let me just say again, I am so proud of our seniors, and not only the year they've had, but the years that they have in front of them. So well prepared, going so many good places. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, campus leadership. And thank you, central staff, for helping prepare these young people for the journey ahead. We've come to the end of our podcast. Thank you all, and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you for tuning in to the Ask Dr. Be Good show. For more information on Legacy Preparatory Charter Schools, visit our website, legacypca.com, or call 469-249-1099. And remember to like us on Facebook, where we stream live weekly Tuesdays at 3 p.m.